Good morning, everybody. I promised you some more quilts from the Malvern show. So, what I'm going to do... Oh, I will say before I start, yesterday's one, we realised there was no names on any of the quilts. That's because all of the names and informations are in the show guide. Now, it always used to be like that. It's only the last couple of years that it's not. And I'd forgotten that. I should have known that, really. So all the information is available in the guides. All right, folks? So if you're looking for that, that's where it is. I'm just going to play around with my little stick here. Oh, there we go. How's that? Now, I'm going to flip you around. I'm going to start exactly in the same position as I did yesterday. So we've got the winner there. And then we're going to go the other way. All right? So let me just see if I can twiddle you around here. I've got all sorts of messages coming up on my screen. Now we want to do that. There we are. So there was the winner, okay? And now I'm going to go this way today and show you the quilts the other side. There's a fabulous Storm at Sea here, look. I love the borders. Borders don't have to be all the way around and normal type stuff. That you can do so much in a border. How lovely is that? If anybody's into making this one, I know Andy from Crafter UK has the template set that makes life really easy with this. So if you like Storm at Sea, have a little look at his website and you'll find easy to use templates for that one. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, so coming up here, we have a nice red one. Evie's just got in frame and run away again. She's my helper this time here at Malvern. So look at the lovely bright colouring. That's gorgeous. And it's got daisies and things all quilted into this lot. And I do love a daisy. As we all know, daisies and sunflowers are my thing. Nice black background on that one. That makes that really pop. We like that. That's good. And try not to make you dizzy with this. How fabulous. Really very lovely. This is a nice one. He's got hairs in the middle. We like hairs. Look at that. Loads of bits and work and things going on there. Hexes and all manner of lovely stuff. I said it yesterday, I'll say it again. We do like you to enter your quilts, please. So next year, all them you out there watching me, some quilts entered would be fabulous. You don't have to think you're anything major or not anything major or any good, or just put it up there for the love of it. If you've enjoyed making it, that's all that matters. Show off and be proud of what you're doing. There we go. I don't know, there's nobody watching at the minute, but I'm sure later on, those of you that would like to see your quilts, you can replay. I'll put it over onto YouTube as well for everybody. This one's very, very subtle. I like this one a lot. When you come in close, look at the detail on it. One of my my favourite tricks, if I'm in class, I'm going to give the game away now. If I'm in class and somebody's really, really quick with what they're doing, or look, I finished, and I need to slow them down, I'll get them doing French knots all over everything. It's my hidden power to slow you down in class. So if ever you're in my class and I say, oh, what about some French knots there, and send you away to do, then you know why now. That's a pretty one, isn't it? That's a group quilt. So everybody did a bit and they put it all together. I think that's fabulous. It's good, isn't it? Then we got this one here. Very lovely. Very subtle, this one. And I have to say, I love the use of the fabrics in this one, because there's all sorts of stuff in there you wouldn't normally necessarily think to put together. And it makes it look all very lovely and old-fashioned-y somehow. I like that one a lot. Right, I'm trying not to do too quickly here to give you headaches. I'm coming round here. Look at that lovely dahlia. I do love a dahlia. Fabulous pattern. There's some of the actual full-on display quilts as opposed to the competition quilts. So this is a competition one. I'm showing you all the competition quilts. Having said that, when we say competition, you're all entered. It doesn't matter if you win or not. It really doesn't. It's the taking part What did this one get? Oh, that got a judge's merit, so it was very good, but not quite there. But look at all that lovely hand quilting on there. Let me bring it in and show you. Love it. Lovely hot colours in that as well. Nice blue one here. Lovely. I like the use of the piping on this. This nice stripy. It's got a real good effect to it down the side. Piping's always difficult, or flanges, or whatever you want to call it. They're really quite difficult to put on properly. There's a lovely one. Very nicely long-armed. Cute colours like that. Let me just bring you around. There we are. Very old-fashioned looking, that one. A lot of work. You have to get your colour placement right in that one for that one to work. Nice design, traditional. Entangled, that one's called. What have we got here? There we go. Lovely. Another New York beauty. There's several this year. Always good fun. Takes a lot of time and patience to get them right. Foundation piece, no doubt. This one is lovely. I like this. It's got lots. All that edging is actually embroidery, look. We like that a lot. There's a lot of work there. Hand applique. I don't know, is it needle turn or freezer paper or what method, but it's all hand done. It's really very cute, that one. Look at this. If you're into blues, things do not have to be difficult to be fabulous, and I'm not being disparaging about that. It's nice big pieces, it's achievable, it's fabulous, and it's called ribbons, and it does exactly what it says on the box, look. Love it. Pretty one here, long-armed. Very sweet. I do love a daisy, I don't care whose or where's. I love a daisy. Another big bright one here, look. How lovely is that? Good morning, Jules. Don't know who else is out there. There's a few of you now, but I don't expect too many. There's an impromptu live going on here. Look at this hexagon now. I love hexagons. I've got one on the go at the minute. I've just finished one. I've got to just bind it. I like the use of colour in that. It's a real good take on your old granny's flower garden going on. Love it. You look. All that hand. And then it's been machine quilted, I would say, by the look of that. Circles on that are nice, aren't they? On the quilting on that one. Like that. Right, what have we got around the corner? Let's have a little look. What have we got going on round here? Oh, we've done that one. That's the Storm at Sea, so we're going to come over here now. Okey-dokes. There we are. Fans used in a slightly different method, which is quite nice, and a lovely use of a whole range of fabric. So it's the same fabric, all those colours, a little bit of all of them, look. You can see, so it's obviously the same fabric, different colourways, but look at the binding. That's all, that's tiddly. And that's masses of different colours and joins and lose the will to live. No, you'd join strips of it all together and then cut the strips up and then join them end to end. A bit like a bargello. Having said that, look, there's a bargello. Come around the corner. It's rather pretty, isn't it? And look in the background of the quilting. We've got bees, or not bees, bees and dragonfly type thing. They're rather gorgeous. I like that. Oh, yeah, dragonfly bargello, that's been called. Very pretty. Stars in the garden, that's nice. Lovely. Big bed quilt. Big bed quilt. How gorgeous. Yeah, lots of work. Do you know, there's an awful lot of you very clever people out there, I feel. I like this one. This has got Suffolk puffs. And it's been tie quilted, I think, by the look of that. Yeah, tie quilted, so instead of hand quilting in and out and in and out, It's just over and over in one spot. Look at this. This is so much fun. I'm going to do a slow around them all. Save the Planet and Smile, this one's called. Aren't they gorgeous? The little mousy feet. How fabulous, and the elephant they're coming. And then in the centre, obviously, the seahorse. I think that's fab. I like that. Morning, Anne. Oh, hello, darling. Hope everyone's all right over there. Thank you for joining us. Love to everybody, all the family. There we go, hexagons. Now, I like this one because it's your traditional hexagon, but the way it's been put together, the colour is giving you a whole different sort of design. I like that. A little bit of thought to make it different. This is pretty. Very subtle colours. Lots of work, lots of flying geese in the centre with your tree of life. Very pretty. This one has obviously won lots. What did that? That got a judge's choice, a bed quilt, and I'm just reading these rosettes. Custom hand guided long arm. But do you know what? I'm going to bring you in close because look at these little circles. Look at all them little circles up the middle there. All the way round, and then bigger circles. Do you know long arming is a whole thing of its own? But look at this edge as well. That lovely scalloped edge. Very, very pretty. We like it a lot. Like it a lot. Right, I'm going to turn you gently because I don't want to overdo your brain cells. Oh, look, yeah. Another one that's got a rosette on it. Lots of lovely quilting in the back of that. A Lone Star. Computer guided long arm. That's rather lovely, isn't it? And look at this one. This is obviously the area with all the long armings in, folks. Get that in whole one in frame. There you are. Oh, people coming in. Morris Doris for Boris. I'm sure there's a story to that one, and I believe this is a design from Helen. Helen Kent. Very lovely. I don't know that she's actually made this, but I think it's her design. There's another pretty. Things do not have to be anything other than what you like them to be. That's the beauty of this show. You're doing what you want to do. I'm going to speed it up a bit because I am sort of, taking my time here. You can always stop it if you need to when you're having a look at something. I particularly like this one. Repetitive, but very, very nicely done. Where's daisies, isn't it, basically? I like daisies. And there we go. It's another pretty. Very sweet. Love it. I'll put this video up on my YouTube page as well, because then it'll stay there. Whereas on Facebook here, when you do lives, it only stays on for 30 days. So if you want to go back and look at any of these, you'll be able to find them on my YouTube channel. Just like anything, on any of the social media stuff, if you just search Abbieanne, you'll find me on all sorts. That's pretty. A lot of work in that one. Wedgwood Dancing Hours, that's called. Very pretty. That's nice. That reminds me of tiles in a bathroom. How cute. Right, we've got one more row. I'm going to go up and down, and that's it for today. That's rather effective. So each sort of hexagon, not hexagon, one, two, yeah, they are hexagons, have got different things going on within them. So they're little hexagon blocks, if that makes sense. A pretty one. Nice bright one coming up behind us here. Look at that. How cheerful. I like that. That's nice and happy. I like happy things. There we go. That's a pretty one. I'm going to turn that round. And that's the alphabet been done. Lovely. There we go. Gorgeous. As I say, I'm moving on a bit quicker. This one, the amount of work in this one. Look at that. I'll have to stand right the way back here to get you it all in. How fabulous is that? Lovely. This one is gorgeous. Hexagons again. Lots of lovely hexagons. I do like a hexagon, and they seem to be an in thing again at the minute. I've always got one on the go. I think most quilters probably have. Now, this, to me, is gorge. I have to say, fabulous use of colour in the background. And that's got joins and piecing in it in order to get that where it needs to be done. With some nice long arming gone on. Is it long arming? No, what am I on about? Rubbish. It's hand quilted. I bet that's a sandy lush or some such. That's fabulous. What are we at? Bed quilt, hand applique, hand quilting. But look how the colour gradient has been used. I bet you that's a sandy lush one. Got to be. And what have we got here? Pink, very pink. A sampler of sorts with loads and loads of little bits and things and bees. Bees everywhere by the look of that. This is a pretty one. Tied. So this is tie quilting. You can see it better on here. Can you see how it's gone through? You sort of go over and over through the layers and then you tie it off. They would have done that years ago with wool, for the most part. And then when it was washed, the wool would felt, so it became very secure. Yeah, lovely. Look at that whole cloth there. That's part of a different display, but how gorgeous is that as we're going by? We do like things like that. There's a nice piece of tent for you. I seem to be on my own down here. I don't know what's going on, but there we are. That's a lovely sampler. I do like a house block. That got piecing award, that one did. Look, we've got a Dear Jane going on here. We do like a Dear Jane as well. All of those lovely little blocks all put together. Fabulous. Cut glass rose bowl, that one's called. Lots of lovely colour in that. I don't know if that's doing my eyes in or not. I can't. When I look at it in actual, it's fine, but when I look at it through the phone on the camera, it's a bit woo. Lovely flowers here. Very pretty applique going on there. Midnight Bloom, that one's called. This one's Pick a Petal. Very cute. How many are there on display? Hi, Rachel. There's 200 and dirty. I can't remember. Lots. We're doing very well. It was a real good turnout. Fabulous standard of quilts this year. Right through from beginners to expert. Absolutely gorgeous, all of them. Yeah, he's nice, isn't he? We like him, Overall Sam. There was a lady who used to come to my class and she could never remember it was Overall Sam. And for some reason, she called him Bungalow Bill. Jill, if you're watching, you know who you are. And so in our life, in my cupboard where I teach, it's always Bungalow Bill. We don't do Overall Sam. Bungalow Bill. And it's Carbolic Sue. Because another lady misnamed Sue, Sunbonnet Sue, and called her Carbolic. So we have Carbolic Sue and Bungalow Bill. Which sort of suits my studio, doesn't it? It came to show Thursday. They're all stunning. They are all stunning, Jules. They are. They're lovely. There we go. Right. So I think that's us for today. I've got a few more to show you up the other end tomorrow and the miniature type stuff. But I think that's enough. I've bored you for the day. Have a lovely day, wherever, whatever. Let me turn you around a minute. Hello, I'm back again. Ooh, look. Let me just do something with this. I've got this new stick that does stuff. So if I want it to go up, I have to push down. I want it to go down. So I push up and there it is. There we go. It worked. have a lovely day. I've been on at you all. Just enter your quilts, you know. Be proud of what you're doing. We all spend hours and hours and hours and produce fabulous stuff. Thanks, Rach. You have a lovely day too. All right, so everybody, be lovely and enjoy your day. See ya. Oh, I'm trying to hit the button here.